Hi gang, Rob here. It is the evening of 2 October 2025. Scary movie month has begun. But we don't have a scary movie for you tonight. We got a knife sale. And it's a pretty sweet one too. Before we get into the thick of it, let's do a little bit of housekeeping as usual. First off, I need you to be familiar with and agreeable to the terms of the sale, which I will post on the screen for you in just a moment. I will also print them in the description underneath this video so you can peruse them at your leisure. Also in the description at the very top above the terms of the sale, you're going to see 3 links to previous videos on this channel. The first among them is entitled A Primer for Buyers. That video is a 38-minute expanded explanation of those terms of the sale. So especially if you are new to this weekly sales event, give that video a look. It explains exactly how we do things and why every Thursday night, and it will help your purchase experience go much more smoothly if you know what's going on. The second link, as always, is to my FAQs for Consignors video. That one explains how this process all works from the consignor's perspective. So if you're interested in putting some of your knives in this sale to free up some cash for further addictive knife purchases, that video explains how it all works. And then the third link, as always, is to my rates and services video for the TheApostleP Knife Service, the original precision sharpening service for the online knife community. Speaking of sharpening, there will be next day sharpening available this week for the first 4 knives purchased to be sharpened from this week's sale. So the first 4 knives purchased to be sharpened tonight will ship tomorrow, Friday the 3rd, with all the as shown inventory. If you want your knife sharpened and it falls outside the first 4, not to worry. Your sharpened knife will ship in about 4 weeks. Now, if you see the word sold in lieu of pricing for any given item, that means it's been bought and paid for by its new owner. So no need to send an I'll take it or an inquiry about anything marked sold. And where would you find that information? Well, at the bottom of the description, of course. The inventory list will be down there, complete with timestamps down the left side, pricing down the right. If it doesn't say sold, it'll have generally 2 prices. The one to the left of the slash is the price of your knife as shown in the video. The one on the right as sharpened by the TheApostleP Knife Service. I think that's it for the preliminaries. Let's get the terms up on the screen, and then we'll be right back with the sale. Here are the terms. All right, let's get to it, shall we? First up, we've got 5 leftovers from last week, priced at screaming deals. And here's the first one. It's from Queen Knives, made in the USA. The knife inside this here tin is the model number QRSB106L. So we would know that as the 106L pattern. In smooth red bone. Here is the knife. It is 4 5/8 inches in closed length. We got a round queen shield. We have nickel silver bolsters. We got brass liners and gorgeous smooth red bone. It is a Lockback traditional with a single clip point blade in 1095 steel. Pretty nicely formed, a full height hollow grind. Fairly thin behind the edge. Let's see, how's the lockup? A tiny, tiny bit of vertical play, which not uncommon in a traditional lockback. Very nice in the hand. Sort of large, but sort of carryable too. Blade centering, hey, that ain't too bad. We'll call it we could almost call that perfect, I guess, couldn't we? Condition near mint in tube. This model currently available new for $79 at your favorite web retailer of Queen knives. We ran this one last week at 50, didn't sell, dropped it to 45 for the weekend. Still here. All yours for 40 bucks. Shipped priority mail. No postage, no sales tax, just 40 bucks. And just so you know, if this ships in a small flat rate box, it's going to cost $11.70 to ship it. So you're paying $28.30 just for the knife. That is the Queen Lockback Trapper in red. Next up, another one from Queen. This one you get the sleeve with. It's the QAWB106L in amber winter bottom bone. You also get the tin, by the way. So same knife as the last one. 4 5/8 closed with a 3 5/8 blade. There is the new version of the winter bottom bone in amber. Nickel silver bolsters, brass liners, lockback traditional. Single clip point blade in 1095, full height hollow ground. And just like the red one, just a slight bit of vertical play. And the centering on the amber knife, again, right down the middle. Actually, that locks up. It doesn't really have vertical play. It's super solid. We'll call it near mint end tube with sleeve. Currently available for a web retail price of 79 bucks. We ran this one last week at 60, didn't sell. Dropped it down to 50 for the weekend. It's still here. This week's price for an American-made lockback knife, traditional in nature, 45 bucks like it is, 65 with an Apostle P edge. The QAWB106L Lockback Trapper in amber winter bottom bone from Queen. Next up, here's the sleeper from last week from Doc Shiffer and his field grade line. We would call those mid-tech knives. Still American made, I believe. Bronze anodized all titanium handle, including a little shorty gear pattern backspacer. Bronze anodized titanium spring clip. It is a titanium frame lock knife. Opens with a flipper. Whoops, it opens better than that. And it's got an Apostle P edge on it. Sexy little drop point with a big belly. And I would say an acid stonewash over a bead blast finish. Blade is AEBL. 2 15/16 inches in length. The handle's 4 1/8. There's the lockup on your non-inserted titanium frame lock. Nice and early. Rock solid. Smooth ball bearing action. Beautiful centering. Kind of a push button flipper. Can you open it with the slot? Yes, you can. Lockup, dead solid. Near mint, no box. This model currently out of stock. When they were available, they were $395 web retail. We ran this one last week at $250, did not sell, dropped it to $225 for the weekend. It is still here. Your price this week, 200 bucks, shipped priority mail, no need to sharpen. The Doc Shiffer field grade Recon flipper. Next, if you're looking for a fusion slip joint user, American made in Texas, I got you covered. That's from Tactile. The model name is BEXAR, pronounced bear, according to a Texan. Titanium scales, finely milled, blade in CPM MagnaCut, heat treated to 61, Rockwell. Made April 18th of 2022. That seems like pretty far back for a MagnaCut blade, but anyway. You got your split grain leather pocket slip. Knife fits beautifully. There is your closed knife with those finely milled titanium scales. Steel back spring, of course. Hidden lanyard post. I like the double milled nick. And a pretty sexy clip point blade. MagnaCut deeply stamped into the blade. Now there are some marks in the stonewash. You'll see it best on the show side. Don't know how that happened, but it did. Blade length on the bear is 2 7/8. The handle is 3 7/8. It is a fusion slip joint that closes on I can't see it. What is it? Closes on an internal stop pin. So it's got a bit of a thunk. Decent walk and talk. Blade centering, I will call close. About a 6 pull, by the way. Condition, we will say excellent in box, other than the scuff, we'll call it, in the blade face. It's pretty much unmarked. Doesn't appear to have affected the cutting edge either. So let's see. These are currently available new to be purchased for $199 web retail. We ran this one last week at $135, didn't sell, dropped it to $125 for the weekend. Still here. Let's go to $115 on this one, and $140 if you'd like it with my edge. The Bear from Tactile in MagnaCut. There we go. Next up is our last leftover from last week. It's from Medford, made in the USA. The knife in the box is the Smooth Criminal, because Greg Medford is the spiritual successor to Michael Jackson. Bladed in S35VN, PVD coated. The handle is blue, hard anodized aluminum. The hardware and clip PVD coated like the blade. Comes with this here certificate of creation and authenticity. Made June 28th of 23. I love this knife. It's like my favorite Medford ever. Handle length is 3 15/16. What they call a spring on the label is actually the backspacer that appears to actually be integral to one scale. Got a little lanyard loop. There's your right-hand tip-up pocket clip. Cool etch on the clip, by the way. Little tiny low-profile flipper. Works great. There is your S35 blade. Nice drop point saber ground. Blade length is 3 inches. It's a ball bearing flipper with a button lock. Lockup is dead rock solid. Blade is a free swinger and it's perfectly centered. Condition will be near mint in box. Out of stock at $360 web retail. Why did this not sell? We ran it at $250 last week, didn't sell. All the way down to $225 for the weekend, didn't sell. I have guys sniffing it, but it's like they want to steal it. And some of them already know this week's price and still haven't pulled the trigger, so you can. $210 like it is. $230 with an Apostle P edge. The Smooth Criminal in beautiful cobalt blue from Medford. Knife and tool. That'll bring us to the fresh stuff for this week. And I'm going to start this out with a complaint, because there's just no reason for this. This is what a Benchmade box looks like. Packs nicely in a small flat rate box for postage. So when you got a folder that has a 4 1/4 inch handle and you ship it in this ridiculous abomination of a box, it won't even fit in a flat rate padded envelope, I don't think. I mean, come on, Benchmade. Really? I mean, frost. The knife ships like a freaking Walmart SOG, open in the box with... it's ridiculous. Come on. Anyway, the box is an abomination, to be sure, but the knife, pretty doggone cool. It's the 18065 Mini Adira. That 5-digit model number is because it's part of the Water series. You have a depth blue Grivery set of handle scales. You have a parkerized or black oxide coated deep carry clip with the stamped butterfly maker's mark. You got an orange cord lanyard with a bead that's probably black coated aluminum. The back spacer, I don't know. It could be aluminum and like a natural anode. It could be titanium. I don't know. It's not magnetic. Axis lock mechanism. Kind of looks like an old drop point griptilian blade with a little more pronounced thumb ramp. Orange thumb studs to match the lanyard. Bladed in CPM MagnaCut. 3 3/16 blade, 4 1/4 handle. Superb in the hand. Not quite griptilian sound, but not super great either. I don't know. But let's see. Lock up, dead rock solid. Action, you saw. It's beautiful. I don't think it quite free drops. Let's see. Almost. Centering, I'm going to call close. It is like new in box. Current web retail or Benchmade map price, $230. That's ridiculous. I like this price better. Yours for $170, shipped priority mail, $195 with an ApostleP edge. That is the mini Adira from Benchmade. Next up, we got the OG of EDC. It's in a blue box from Oregon City. It is the 940 Osborne. The knife, the myth, the legend. 4 7/16 handle scaled in green, hard anodized aluminum, purple anodized titanium. Skinny gear pattern backspacer. Parkerized, Emerson style Benchmade clip. Axis lock mechanism. And a reverse Tato blade in CPM S30V. 3 7/16 inches in length. Rides on phosphor bronze washers. Locks up like a bank vault. Drops freely. And centers up oh so nicely. I wrote perfect in my copy. Condition near mint to like new in box. I think I might have found a scuff, but I think I might have rubbed it out with my finger. It's awful close to like new, boys and girls. This knife has crept up in price. Web retail or map price, $240. I think when I bought mine low those many years ago, I think it was like $180. But that was maybe 12 years ago. Which, since this one is a near mint to like new in box example, let's just say we're going to price it at 2013 pricing. $180 shipped priority mail, $200 with my edge. A beautiful example of the legend. Next up, it is not a CJRB. In fact, this is kind of a heresy that this knife is going to ship in this pouch, because it is a Benchmade 535 GY-1 Bugout, and it's also the Rob's pick tonight. Ranger green Grivery scales, gold anodized thumb studs and standoffs, and a dark gray chromium nitride coated blade in S30V, a super sexy spear point with a little swedge. Same coating on the shorty ambidextrous tip-up deep carry clip. Lockup is rock solid. Not quite a free dropper, but eminently flingable in its current state of adjustment. I'll call the centering on this one. Well, let's see. It kind of wanders a little. Like right now it's perfect. Let's see. Near mint. No box. Why did I call it near mint? Because there's a tiny, tiny, tiny little scratch in the coating on the clip. Anyway, currently available new for a web retail price of $190. Let's do $130 shipped priority mail on this one. 150 with my edge. The 535 GY-1 Bugout from Benchmade is the Rob's pick tonight. And a superb pocket knife. Next up, I had never had one of these in my hand until I took it out of the box. It is a Spyderco. It's made in Italy. And it's a Techno 3. Do I remember correctly that the Techno and the Techno 2 were both made in Taiwan? This one's made in Italy. Well, isn't that interesting? A faceted, bead blasted, all titanium handle, a right-hand tip-up milled titanium clip, steel inserted titanium frame lock, and it's a flipper. Blade, CTS XHP, beautiful satin. Great job, Maniago crew. Blade length is 2 5/8. The handle's 3 11/16. Lockup is dead rock solid. The ball bearing action is beautiful. I'm calling that centering very close. But as I look at it, I think it favors the top scale just slightly. It is near mint, no box. Why did I call it near mint and not like new? I don't remember. Because I really can't find a mark on it. Anywho, I guess I said near mint to like new. Available new for purchase at your favorite Spyderco retailer for $300. Map price. This one can be yours at $195 like it is. $215 with an Apostle P edge. That might be a steal. I don't know. Next up, another Spidey. Made in the United States. Golden, Colorado. USA Earth to be exact. It's a Manix 2. And you know this knife. Burple and S110V. I think they started this configuration as a sprint run on a paramilitary 2 with the Burple and S110. It has become a regular production knife in both the Para 2 and the Manix 2 platforms. So there you go. Caged ball lock. Ambidextrous tip-up tumble polished clip. Spidey spear in S110. Blade length is 3 3/8. The handle's 4 5/8. Lockup is rock solid. Action is perfection. Centering is as well. These are available new for purchase on sale, Blade HQ, for $199. This is a factory fresh example, like new in box. Your price, $145 like it is, $170 if you like it with my edge. The Manix 2 in Burple G10 and S110V from Spyderco. Next up, I think I teased you guys about this yesterday in the heads up video. It's a ZT. And it is the ZT 0990 original. I think it's kind of a statement knife as they eschew their alliances with moody, emotional designers and they start designing their own knives again. Here's what you got. So they call this a skeletonized frame lock. I'm going to call it a stainless steel liner lock with carbon fiber scales, a beautiful stainless steel overlay on the show side, and then all the revealed mechanism is kind of cool here. But basically, it's just a liner lock. There's your open and closed stop pin. It's a flipper on ball bearings. Pretty sexy harpoon spear in Stonewash 20 CV. Blade length is 3 5/16. The handle's 4 1/4, so very efficient blade to handle. Pocket clip ambidextrous tip up deep carry. Lockup, dead rock solid. Stainless steel locking leaf. Light blade, so it's not a free swinger, but, you know. Centering, I'm going to call, I guess I wrote perfect, but as I'm looking at it, it might favor the top scale ever so slightly. Condition, like new in the box. This model currently available new for a ZT map price web retail of $264. Let's go $175 on this one. $200 if you'd like it to come with my edge. Next day sharpening is available, by the way. The ZT0990 original. Next up, we have one from Miguron. Their labels suck, by the way. If you can tell, it's very hard to decipher what they actually mean, but it's the Miguron M Velona Flipper in gray G10 for handle material, matching backspacer, and then everything else on the knife is a gray PVD, including the milled titanium pocket clip, the liners, which are stainless steel, and the blade. It is a ball bearing flipper. By the way, that pocket clip, milled titanium ambidextrous tip up. The blade, a beautiful fullered spear point, and Sandvik 14C28N steel. Blade length, this is not a small knife. 4 1/16 is your blade length. And even though it's a Chinese-made knife, it has an American-size forward finger choil. There's the lock engagement on your stainless steel lock bar. Buttery smooth. I guess it's on ball bearings, is it? It is. Man, it's just really smooth, like almost like ceramic bearings. Strong lock bar tension. Lock up is dead rock solid. Flipping action's great. Centering will be dead. Condition like new in box. I don't even see any soiling in that gray G10. And you guys know light colors of peel ply G10 usually collect dirt. Anyway, you can buy this knife brand new right now on Amazon for $53 plus tax. Or just buy this perfect like new example. $35 shipped priority mail, $55 with an ApostleP edge. That's the M Velona Flipper from Miguron. Next, we have an offering from Jack Wolf Knives, modern interpretation, timeless design. I would say this is a modern interpretation of a modern design. It is the Bionic Jack, scaled in fat carbon frost, made in China. So here you go. It looks like a traditional knife, you know, bolster end cap scale or cover. But it's a modern folder. How do you like that frost fat carbon? The bolsters and end caps are titanium, and they are integral to the liners. They're satin finished, horizontally, I guess, if you're looking at it like that. And there, I think on one of the bolsters, there's a little scuff right there by my thumb. Pocket clip, right hand tip up, milled titanium that looks to be free of scratches. It's a front flipper, and it is bladed in CPM S90V. Right there. Hand rubbed satin finish on a swoopy California clip. I guess you could open it with the pulls too, could you? You certainly can. To me, it looks like something Kershaw would design back in the day. Pretty nice work, I think. Blade length, 3 1/4. Handle length, 4 7/16. Titanium bolster lock with a steel insert. There's your lock engagement. Nice. Rock solid. Beautiful ball bearing action. Perfect centering. We'll call it near mint in box. Bolster scuff noted. These are currently on sale at several retailers for the same price, $280, $279.99. This one can be yours all in, shipped priority mail for $210 like it is $235 with my edge on that S90V blade. The Bionic Jack from Jack Wolf. Next up, we have a Vosteed for you. No outer box, just a pouch. And a note. Oh, it did it. I had looked forever to see what model this was, and there was a note in the pouch all the time. It is the Marten, M-A-R-T-E-N, like the shoes. In a beautiful set of aluminum scales, diagonally milled, green hard anodized. It's a button lock folder. The hardware is all black, except for the internals, the stop pins. Nice tip up, deep carry clip in black, and it is ambidextrous. Opens with thumb studs. Gorgeous drop point blade, forward finger choil that is actually usable. There's your Vosteed maker's mark. Blade steel is 154 cm, if you can read that. 3-inch blade, 3 13/16 handle, so really efficient blade to handle ratio. Ball bearing mechanism. Perfect centering. Perfect action. Perfect lockup. We will call it near mint to like new in pouch, no outer box. This model currently available for $99 web retail. Let's do 65 on this one, 85 if you'd like it with my edge. That's the Marten in green aluminum from Vosteed. Next up, I have no idea whose pouch that is, but that has nothing to do with the knife. But the knife comes in that pouch, so I guess it does. This is from Asher Knives, and it is the Spiro. Frankly, it's in a configuration I can't find. So let's see. The mechanism is quite interesting, or the construction. It's got the silver Twill carbon fiber scale set, and then instead of a back spacer, it has a back strap in satin finished black G10. Pocket clip ambidextrous tip up deep carry wire. And the knife opens with an oval hole, and it rides on ball bearings. It's a stainless steel liner lock. Bladed in CPM S90V. And I think the latest versions are in Magna Cut. Anyway, blade length is 3 3/16. The handle's 4 3/16. There's your lock engagement. It is rock solid. Free dropper. Perfect centering. Nicely designed knife. Really nice in the hand. I mean, that thing means business. And it's rather handsome, don't you think? Perfect mechanics, near mint to like new, wrong pouch. Out of stock at $135 web retail. Your price for this one, all in, shipped priority mail, $95. $120 if you'd like it with my edge. The Spiro liner lock in silver Twill carbon fiber from Asher. Next up, oh, what a beauty. Yes, it's a beauty, and yes, it's Chinese. It's from We. It is the 22024D-4 Ziffius from We. It is a limited edition knife, as this here COA will tell us. Number 251 of 310. Just look at that. Button lock flipper with thumb studs that rides on ball bearings. Most of the handle is bead blasted titanium. So the scales are separate, and then they're connected with this flame anodized polished titanium back strap and a matching clip, right hand tip up with a beautifully engraved We maker's mark at the end. That's just a piece of work. And then your pivot collars are also that flame anodized titanium. Super cool. Let's see, does it flip? Yes. Oh my! A hand-rubbed satin Harpoon Wharncliffe blade in 20 CV. Blade is 3 11/16 inches in length. The handle's 5 inches. It works in a variety of grips. Beautiful jimping, by the way. Coarse and sharp. Lock up on the button lock is rock solid. It's a free dropper, and it's perfectly centered. The condition is like new in box. These are actually still available new. Go to your favorite Wii dealer. It'll just cost you $373 to buy a new one. Or buy this one. All in, shipped, priority mail, $260 like it is, $285 with an ApostleP edge. The Ziffius Limited Edition from Wii. Next, more Wii. I like the new box, by the way. This is the 21045-1 Big Banter in black G10 and Stonewash 20 CV. It's like a Stonewash DLC. Look at that. It's not quite murdered because you got those brilliant blue anodized thumb studs. Pretty sweet knife. Standard black G10. Black coated pocket clip ambidextrous tip up deep carry. There are a couple nicks, I think, in the edges of the clip. Well, now I can't make them show up. Maybe not. Oh, wait, nope. Right there, just a tiny rub and a nick. So bigger than a standard Banter. Your superb spear point blade is in 20 CV. It is 3 11/16 in length. The handle 4 11/16. That's a nice pocket knife. Stainless steel liner lock mechanism. Locking up right there. Ball bearing pivot. Nice detent. Perfect centering. I might have to put a twist on that. Let's see. I thought I detected just a hint of side play. It's now gone. It's rare. So, perfect lockup, perfect action, perfect centering. Condition will be near mint, in-box, clip, scratch, noted, tiny though it is. These are currently available for a web retail price of $148. So let's do 95 on this one, 120 sharpened on the Big Banter from Wii. Next, this might be our last Wii for the night. What is it? It's the 18026D-1 Praxis with the stonewashed gray titanium handle and a stonewashed S35 blade. One of their, I think, most recognizable patterns is the Praxis. So everything is acid stonewashed, except the female pivot, which is black and bronze ano. Pocket clip. Tip up deep carry right hand only. Lock mechanism, steel inserted frame lock with an integral over travel stop. Firm detent. That's weird that I muffed that because it's not hard. Gorgeous swedged spear point. You can also use thumb studs to open it. S35 is your blade steel. Blade length is 3 3/4. Handle length is 4 11/16. There is your lock engagement. That makes a nice thunk when it comes closed. Centering will be dead down the middle. So this model currently available on Amazon of all places for $213. I did find a sold listing on eBay, just one of this exact model used. It did $167. So let's do on this one $145 like it is. $165 with an ApostleP edge. That's the Praxis from Wii. Time to turn the page. Let's just do that. Next up, we have a Kaiser. But it's not the right Kaiser box. It's not the drop bear. It is a Momo. I do like the minimalist Kaiser box. It makes a lot more sense, frankly. The Momo is an interesting knife. It looks very Japanese to me. But it looks a little Scandinavian. And this is quite interesting. Notice that the bolster and the scale are different colors of dark gray and black, but they're both hard anodized aluminum. As is the back spacer with lanyard loop. Then you got a black, glossier, milled titanium right-hand tip-up pocket clip. And you got a front flipper that I can actually do. Look at that thing. I mean, that's like an angry Spidey chef. I need something to wipe with. Oh. Because I don't want to have a fingerprint blade on this baby. Look at that. Would ya? Blade length is 4 1/8 of 154 cm. The handle's 5 3/8. It is a stainless steel liner lock, and there's your lock engagement. Beautiful. Look how well finished the underside of the Ricasso is. Lockup is dead rock solid. I bet it's a free dropper, and it's perfectly centered. Pretty cool knife. Near mint to like new, in the wrong box, perfect mechanics, available new for $109 at your favorite Kaiser dealer. On this one, let's do 65 like it is, 85 with an Apostle P edge. That's pretty sweet. Next, we're going to move up market in the Kaiser realm to Concept. And inside the slidey Concept box is the Eddie M. designed Daco model K1101V3. Look at this description. Mirror DLC blade in S35 VN. Blackwash titanium handle with purple haze fat carbon scales, baby. Look at that. Yeah. I love that blackwash titanium. I like the purple haze fat carbon. Then you got a milled titanium blackwash clip. Right hand tip up. Knife opens with thumb studs. Has a crossbar lock. Oh, I better wipe because that's... Yo. That's like Rockstead beautiful. I mean, look at that. Look at that. Nice little spear point. Saber ground. 3 1/8 blade, 4 5/16 handle. Crossbar lock on ball bearings. I don't know about that centering. What do you guys think? That's close enough to perfect, I guess. Condition on this knife will be like new in box. This model currently available new at your favorite Concept dealer for $237 web retail. Let's go 160 on this one. 180 with an Apostle P edge. The Daco in fat carbon purple haze. Beauty. Next, we have one from Maniago Knife Makers, MKM. And again, the label, hard to decipher. It's the Pocket Tango 2 in carbon fiber. Comes in a black leather Italian sheath with, I guess it's not white, that looks like gray stitching. I wrote white in my copy. So it can go on a belt, it can slide in a pocket, and it's got rare earth magnets, which not only terminate the loop, but they also help retain the blade. And here's the Pocket Tango. What a beauty of an EDC fixed blade. I called that a modified sheep's foot, but you could call it a reverse tanto if you like. Gorgeous satin on a blade of CPM MagnaCut. I love the jimping on the forward portion of the blade. Yeah. So 2 13/16 blade, 3 15/16 handle. Finely milled carbon fiber scales, Italian style. Beautiful in the hand. Beautiful. Like new in the box. Currently available new at your favorite Maniago Knife Makers dealer for $190 web retail. This like new example, let's do $130 like it is $155 with my edge. The Pocket Tango 2 from Maniago Knife Makers. Next, it is Spidey time. We have in this here box a Salt 2 in green with a Wharncliffe blade. So basically what you got here is a Delica Wharncliffe with Volcano Grip Toxic Green FRN, black hardware, and a Wharncliffe blade in LC200N, which is what makes it a Salt. 2 7/8 blade, 4 1/4 handle, mid-lock mechanism, rock solid lockup, about average resistance, perfect centering. 4-way clip in black. Condition will say near mint to like new in box. These are out of stock. When they were available, they were $99. Spyderco matte price, but you can't buy a new one. You can buy this one though. $75 all in, shipped priority mail, $95 if you want it with an ApostleP edge. And next day sharpening is available. The Salt 2 Wharncliffe in green from Spyderco. Next up, got another one from Kaiser in the luxurious velveteen cardboard sleeve with the clamshell box. The knife inside is the KI2535A1 Fire Ant designed by Dirk Pinkerton. Pretty sweet little EDC titanium frame lock, all titanium handle, all bead blasted. Right hand tip up, milled titanium pocket clip. Knife opens with thumb studs, rides on phosphor bronze. Cool little Sheepcliff worn foot in S35VN. Blade length 2 11/16, handle 3 3/4. Steel inserted titanium frame lock. Locking up right there. Solid. Rock solid. Blade centering. Perfect. Like new in box. These are out of stock. When they were available, they had a web retail of $131. Pretty cool for a all titanium frame lock S35VM blade. Not a bad price, but not good enough. Let's do $95 on this one. $115 with an ApostleP edge. That's the Fire Ant from Kaiser. Next. I just love that these knives are so attractive, so popular. In the AK magazine box, we have the Boker Plus AK-74 Donut Warrior. Yes, we do. It's a Donut Warrior. Side folding automatic. Blue coated aluminum handle with sprinkles. Pink deep carry right hand tip up pocket clip and a pink spear point blade in AUS 8. Blade length on the Donut Warrior is 3 3/8. The handle's 4 5/16. As with a lot of these, it has a little bit of vertical play. Who cares? I think it centers up pretty nice. It does. think these are out of production now. And frankly, the Donut Warriors are the most collectible, most sought after versions of this knife. This one can be yours in like new in box condition. $75, $95 with my edge. The AK-74 Donut Warrior from Boker Plus. Next, one of my favorite Microtech out the fronts ever, maybe my favorite. Made in United States of America 100%, it says. It is the Glycon bayonet blade in blue, model number 184-10BL with nickel boron internals. What a stunner. You got your clear anodized bits at the top of the handle. Blue hard anodized primary color of the handle. Milled titanium ambidextrous pocket clip. And it's a spine-mounted button, but you can also retract it that way. I think you can deploy it that way too. Maybe not quite as easily. M390 blade, 3 3/4 inches in length, double-edged bayonet grind, satin flats, stonewash bevels. Handle length is 5 3/16. 100% reliable, firm button. For as much tension as there is on that spring, it's pretty easy to operate because it's got a firm button. Gorgeous, gorgeous knife. Born in January of 25. Let's see if you can see that on the clip. It's right there. So these, in this color at least, are out of stock. They're available with black for $535 web retail. This one can be yours, all in, shipped priority mail, $350. No need to sharpen. The Glycon in blue from Microtech. Next up, oh my, we got a knife that is no longer made in this configuration, and it's kind of like the most sought after of this model ever. It is a Recon 1 XL Tonto from Cold Steel. Model 27TX LCT. It also happens to have an ApostleP edge on it. So it is the triad lock version of the Recon 1 XL. Still sporting the coarse G10. Tip up pocket clips, wearing the right-handed clip presently that does have a couple little nicks in it. The lefty clip is in the box. And then you have this gorgeous, almost polished satin that is black PVD coated. I mean, it's gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. And it has an ApostleP edge. That's also gorgeous, if I do say so myself. Blade steel is CTS XHP. The blade length is 5 11/16. The handle length is 7 inches long. Yeah. I mean, what could you do from back here? That's a lot of reach, boys. Let's see, how's the lockup? Oh, how about perfect? Nice free blade. The centering is not quite perfect, but it's close. It is near mint, in box. Discontinued, out of stock. There are no Tontos available for sale on eBay, nor are there any recent sales. I think there might be a spear point or a clip point in XHP that sold recently for a whole lot of money. Your price on this one? $275, all in, shipped priority mail. Absolutely no need to sharpen. Recon 1 XL Tonto XHP with an ApostleP edge. It's like the Recon 1 to own. And it's a beauty. Next up, another cold steel. It is a Ti-Lite Lindsey Thompson signature. There is a little damage to the box. The flap has come loose almost on one end. And it is a 6-inch Ti-Lite, as Cold Steel likes to call it, even though it's not quite 6 inches. You have a blasted, crowned, and perforated set of OD green G10 scales. You have a tip-up right-hand only pocket clip. You've got that blade with Lindsey Thompson's signature. And it's an S35 VN. The liner lock has the folded over grippy section. Ooh. Blade length is 5 7/8. The handle is 7 1/16. That's the coolest Ti-Lite ever. I'm just saying. It is the coolest Ti-Lite ever. I mean, just take a look at that thing. Lockup is rock solid. The action's beautiful. I'm going to call the centering close. Yeah. Near mint to like new in box. Currently available for purchase brand new at your favorite Cold Steel dealer for $195. That's just too doggone high. Let's go 120 on this one. 150 if you'd like my edge on that nearly 6-inch, rather menacing blade. The 6-inch Ti-Lite LCT signature OD and S35 from Cold Steel. Next up, we have a new model that we waited for years from Spyderco. It's a Military 2 sprint run in carbon fiber with an S90V blade. Peel ply carbon fiber. Beautiful. Tumble polished 4-way clip. A blade in S90V. 4 1/16 inches in length. Compression lock milli. It does have a little bit of that new compression lock stick going on, but it'll go away. Centering is dead. Lockup is rock solid. Action is just fine. Let's see. We'll call it near mint in box. It is a sprint run, currently still available. It'll cost you $294 if you want a new one. Go ahead, look it up. I'll wait. Or not. Your price for this one, $225 like it is, $250 with my edge. The Military 2 in carbon fiber and S90V from Spyderco. Next up. Oh, long reach for this one. We have a bunch of big knives coming up. The first one is from Microtech. Look at that big old box. The knife inside. I can't really get the light to reflect right, but it's a SOCOM Alpha Tonto Signature Series carbon fiber handle. It does not have a full serrated blade. So this might not be the exact right part number because it's not an FS. It's a 114-3 though. You've got a carbon fiber patterned Kydex sheath with Microtech Chicago screws. How about that? And a tech lock. Nice thumb brake, by the way. Yeah, it's a plain edge. Signature series knife. Serial number 204, made December of 22, bladed in M390. Blade length is 5 3/8. The handle is 5 1/8. Look at that gorgeous carbon fiber. So beautiful. Oh, yeah. Could you sneak up? Maybe. Just beautiful. Everything about it is gorgeous and scary. We'll call it near mint to like new in box. Out of stock. When these were available, they were $475 web retail. Let's go $345 on this one. $380 if you'd like it with my edge. The SOCOM Alpha Tonto Edge fixed blade from Microtech. Next up, we have a big monster of a knife from Bark River. And I got a little damage on the box here. It's an Aurora 3 in Battleship Gray G10. And just so you know, there's some leather molly attachment components in the box. And here's the sheath. It's got the Jenna Marten designed handle protector flap, right? On the veg tanned leather sheath made by Bark River. Ooh, get off there. Let's look at the Aurora 3. Oh my. That is some serious Aurora action right there. The blade length, 8 1/8 inches. Looks like it might be 3/16 stock in CPM 3V. The handle length is 4 15/16 in Battleship Gray G10, polished. That's like an industrial strength chef's knife. Is what that is. Condition: near mint in box, box damaged. Let's see here. You could do a lot of damage to your sheath if you don't put away that thing carefully. So this knife is out of stock in this configuration. It would have been $325-ish web retail. Can be yours. $250 all in, shipped priority mail. $280 with an ApostleP edge. The Aurora 3 from Bark River. Next up, it's cold steel time. We have an SRK in Sanmai VG10. Knife comes in the Securex sheath. Nylon dangle. Nice snap. And there you go. 6-inch blade in Sanmai with an ApostleP edge. You'll not need to sharpen that. 4 3/4 handle in Cray X, not Craton, Cray X. Just beautiful. So good. Just so good. Like, why would you buy a K-bar? I'm just saying, unless you just wanted to have a K-bar. That knife currently available new for $120 web retail. And this consignor obviously paid me to sharpen it about $30. So you'd have $150 in it if you bought it new and had me sharpen it. This one can be yours all in, shipped priority mail. $95, no need to sharpen. The SRK in Sanmai with an ApostleP edge. Next up, another cold steel, and it's another SRK, and it does not have an SK5 blade. So I guess we'll have to say it's in the wrong box. But it's an SRK in the Securex sheath with nylon dangle. Because it's actually in 3V, made in Italy. Stonewash 3V, wearing an ApostleP edge. 6 inches of blade, 4 3/4 inches of Cray X handle. It is near mint in the wrong box with an ApostleP edge. This knife sells new web retail for $160. This one can be yours, all in, shipped priority mail for $120. No need to sharpen. That is the 3V SRK with an ApostleP edge from Cold Steel. Next up, another monstrous box from Escanaba. This one houses a pig sticker. Brass pins, rampless, and antique ivory micarta with a CPM 154 blade. Look at this thing, boys. Yeah, that's a bit of a knife. The pig sticker looks like it will do what the name says it will do. If you have ever hunted pigs in the southern United States, you know exactly what this knife is for. The ribcage and shoulder area of wild pigs is very tough stuff. You need mass, and you need a pointy tip, and you need rather a steep grind, because this knife has work to do. Pretty cool fuller, wouldn't you say? So you got 9 inches of CPM 154 backed up by 5 3/8 inches. A very Bravo-esque handle. That might be like 1/4 inch stock. I don't know. I didn't measure it. Gorgeous antique ivory. Gorgeous brass pins and lanyard, lanyard hole. Condition, near mint to like new in box. These are out of stock. When it was available, it would have sold new for $330. Let's offer this at $250, like it is, $280, with an ApostleP edge. The pig sticker from Bark River. Next up, we have a fixed blade offering from Lion Steel. It is the Lion Steel T6 in black canvas with a satin blade. Comes in a Kydex sheath with a nylon panel for retention and for molly capability. And depending on how you weave those straps, it'll work for a belt too. Nice snap. And here is the knife. Designed by Moleta. You got a 6-inch blade in K490. And this factory convex edge has been resharpened by the TheApostleP Knife Service. That's a stunner. 6-inch blade. 5 7/16 handle and black canvas micarta. And it's a mortise tang, right? So on the belly of the handle, no steel. Just comfortable, sweet canvas micarta. And you can see how that full tang is slimmed a little bit, so it sits in like a mortise and tenon joint. Very cool. Very well made. Let's see. This knife, could you believe this? This knife is available on Amazon. Look at that, 0 rattle. Well done. Amazon wants $341 for this knife. This one, with my edge on it, you'd have $376 if you bought it new, or just buy this one, $250 all in, shipped priority mail, no need to sharpen. The Lion Steel T6 with an ApostleP edge. And that, my friends, will bring us to the last knife in tonight's sale. And I'm going to go on another box rant because this is absolutely ridiculous. It's a half-breed knife made in Australia. Now, it's not a small knife, but this is ridiculous. I mean, it's ridiculous. Everywhere in the world is like 3,000 to 10,000 miles away from Australia. And they have to ship these things in this ridiculous abomination of a box. I mean, come on. Look at that. It's sickening. You got that. You got that. There's another thing that holds the sheath. I mean, come on. For what? Think about your retails. Think about your customers. Come on. Anyway, here you go. It's the LIK-01 Bowie. A kind of a field knife, wouldn't you say? Kydex sheath, tech lock, zero rattle. Wow. You better mean it. Ooh. Lots of retention. Blade is D2, Teflon coated in a coyote tan. Gorgeous clip point blade. Combo edge. 6 7/8 inches of D2. Scaled in flat dark earth 3D machine G10. Quite comfortable. Self guard on the blade. Blade catcher notch. A sawback that really won't function. Not really a sawback. Gorgeous hollow ground bevel. Big flat ground swedge. Nice fuller. D2 is your blade steel if I forgot to mention it. Heavy. 3/16 stock. Near mint to like new in ridiculous box. These knives are available new at your favorite half-breed dealer for $313. This one can be yours all in, shipped priority mail, $195 like it is, $225 with my edge, and next day sharpening is available. The half-breed LIK-01 Bowie. And that, my friends, will bring us to the end of another weekly knife sale on the Apostle P channel. Hope you enjoyed it. I sure did. Grace to you and peace, my friends, from God our Father and the Lord Jesus Christ. Remember, the word is sharp. Live Charlie Kirk loud. I'll talk to you soon.